You alright, dudes? For all the new members. The hell is that? Somebody's fluffy stuff on the floor, I think. For all the new members, this is what I do basically. It's kind of started as like my little blog kind of group, and then 2,600 you turned up. I have a YouTube channel. I do these walk to works because this is one of the positive changes I made in my life. Remember, dudes, right? Listen to me. Now listen good. Got some pearls coming your way. If you're just starting out and you want to lose weight and all that stuff, what you don't want to do is come into a group like this. Well, you do want to come into a group like this because it's banging. But what you don't want to do is come into a group, take everybody's advice and then start trying to implement all those things, because that is the reason 99% of people fail. What you've got to do is make small incremental changes. You can't go from eating whatever you want, sitting on a sofa playing Xbox, to being a ripped up dude in the gym doing it 6 days a week. That's never going to happen. That is going to hurt you basically, and you're going to think, what the hell am I doing to myself, and I've had enough of this. So what you need to do is make a small change, firstly to your nutrition. The most important factor on any lifestyle fitness journey is going to be your food. So you want to start making small changes to your food. Whatever you choose to do, Slimming World, low carb, whatever, just make that change and start sticking with those small changes. And then once that becomes, I know that you're going to want to get stuck right into it, but trust me what I'm saying now. And once that change has taken effect and you kind of got used to that one, then you want to start implementing another nutritional change. You know, portion control, or not having a dessert, or something like that. And then once you feel ready enough, you can maybe just start walking around, walking to work, which is how I started, which is what I still do now. There's loads of walking to work videos in my YouTube. And then after that, when you're confident enough, you know, you start going to the gym, or you start buying some home equipment and getting it done. But what you can't do, I could never train now. I could never train how I do now 3 years ago, because I would have just burnt out in a week. I've slowly built up to doing 5 or 6 days a week. I've slowly built up to learning about all this nutrition. I know that when you come into a group like this and these people that know loads, and you think this is just a mountain of information, it really isn't that, guys. It still just comes down to the simple fact: calories in versus calories out. And make sure that they are, you know, there's more going out than there is coming in. You just got to learn a few little things about. I'm going to get into the pin post later, and I'm going to put a macro calculator in there and a calorific calculator, because it really is that simple. You go online, you answer a few simple questions, it gives you a calorie number. Then you go to another place with that calorie number, and it'll give you the macros that you need to be running, and then it's that easy. It'll literally take you 15 minutes to kind of know. Hang on a minute, let me pull my trousers up. I've got little short legs and my trousers are too long for me, so they're dragging on the floor. I don't want to break them. So basically, it takes you about 15 minutes. What personal trainers, which I don't want to dig personal trainers or anything like that, love you all guys, but nutritionists and that will charge you a lot of money really to find out this information. It is kind of readily available on the internet, to be honest. Get your calories, get your macros, start tracking what you're eating. I recommend an app called MyFitnessPal. I don't use it anymore. I used lots and lots of you guys are friending me on MyFitnessPal, but I don't really use it anymore because I'm in the zone and I kind of know what I'm doing, and I stick to the same sort of weekly kind of eating plan, if you know what I mean. I've basically got 2 or 3 staple breakfasts, like 4 or 5 staple lunches, and like 5 staple dinners. By staple I mean regular. And I just mix and match all those meals because I know they work for me. And to be honest, for me, food is just fuel. When I'm in the zone, when I'm cutting like I am now. Morning Deb, how you doing, babe? When I'm in the zone like I am now, food is just fuel. It just keeps me going. I don't really do anything to really think, oh, how am I going to enjoy this? What am I going to add to this to make it nice and tasty? I just think, has it got what I need in it? If it has, down the hatch, dude. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you start just kind of slowly wandering into these places where you just season it with that, or you just put a little bit of this on, and you're just adding too many calories. And that's just the way I chose to do it, guys. There's lots of diets out there where there's loads of tasty grub, and you can get your own fucking laughing gear around it. But for me, that's just what I do. But what I'm going to try and do is get a few recipes together. Breakfast. Sorry, I'm walking quite hard today because I've got this big old, look, got this big old metal light hanging off my trousers because I used it yesterday to do pricing up. So I'm dragging this bitch up the road, and it's really uphill. I don't look it, but it's really uphill. I'm glad that you're good, Deb. So basically, yeah, I can't remember what I was saying now. But I know what I was going to say is I want to try and do a little, like, a cookbook of what I eat, because I get loads of messages from people saying, man, I could just do with like a 1 week plan or like a 2 week plan. So what I'm going to try and do is like a 1 week plan cookbook of everything I would eat. So you'd have 7 breakfasts, which will consist of a lot of egg whites, 7 tasty lunches and 7 tasty dinners. And it'll be in digital form, and I'll just be able to say, look guys, there's a 7-day plan there. If there's 7 meals, it'll do you for a full week. And then if you're happy to just keep, because let's face it, be honest with yourselves, how many dinners do you genuinely eat? You know, like most families have like 5 or 6 staple dinners they always have. What are we having today, mum? Oh, we're going to have lasagna. What are we having today, mum? Oh, we're going to have this and that, or roast dinner or that. And you kind of, or Mexican or whatever, fajitas. So you do already kind of stick to these safe dinners that you kind of constantly. No, I ain't got shorts on, geezer. It's freezing. 2 degrees today. Families already stick to these staple meals. You already really only have sort of like 7 dinners that you cycle through. So when I say to you, I'm going to give you a plan at 7 dinners, you think, well, I know that ain't going to be enough. So it really is, because you already kind of probably got 7 to 10 maximum that you would ever really cook, unless you're fucking Delia Smith. In which case, send me some shit. But look at that BMW there, look, that silver one is well nice. That's a nice little car, that bad boy. So, hang on a minute, let me see if people talking. Good idea, mate, stop people making poor choices and give them... That's it, mate, what I would do, I'm going to write a book, man. I'm definitely going to write a book. Sorry, my signal is weak. Have you still got me? It says on my phone my signal is weak. Let me wait until it says it ain't weak. Sorry, dude, there's that car, man, that's a nice little car, dude. So basically, what I want to try and do is show you how to prep, write a book that says, all I ever do really is prep all my stuff. It's only going to get colder, yeah, it's horrible. My car said it was 2.5 degrees today. I've got a BMW, and it went, when I got in it, it's the first time I've had it for the winter time, it went bing, really sexy noise. I was like, oh, hang on a minute, I'm in an elevator. I thought I was in a fucking lift. And then on the screen in the dash it said, oh, it's cold today, darling. Please drive safely. And I was like, oh, all right, thanks, mate. But basically, yeah, I'm going to try and write a book that has all my little hacks in it. Not a massive fuck-off book where you've got to be like, oh, bloody hell, I'm learning all this shit. Just a breakdown on what macros are, real simple for normal folk. How to calculate your calories, how to calculate your macros, and some decent meals for a low-carb diet, because that's what I do. So you could just say, look, I want to try and see what this dude's all about. You could have this little kind of PDF file or whatever it's going to be, and you'll have a load of choice in there that you can make it happen for yourselves. But it's all about prep. I found that constantly trying to do all this stuff on the fly, like getting a book out real quick while you're about to eat your dinner and trying to calculate your macros and that, was just ball ache, absolute ball ache. That's why a lot of people do this, what's called prep. I won't try Scottish winter, thank you very much. That's why lots of people do prep here. That's why David Penny's got that beard on him, isn't it? A lot of people do got a thing called prep, where they take their daily calories or macros. So say you're like on 2,000 calories and blah 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 for your macros and that. You would then make 3 set meals for your lunch. Sorry, dudes, fucking turn it into a building site here, isn't it? You then make 3 set meals for your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner, and they're all in little containers, prepped in the fridge. And I would never do breakfast because I always cook my omelette. But like I might do lunch and dinner, have like 5 or 6 of each prepped in a tub in the fridge. So you have your breakfast, and then you don't eat anything outside of them containers, because you know that's everything you need in that container. You haven't had to do any maths all day. You haven't had to kind of calculate anything, which is why I kind of dropped my Fitness Pal, because once I got my shit down and I knew in my containers everything I needed for the day, and if I'm hungry out and I've eaten the containers, then it's just, you're just shit out of luck. That's why I dropped my fish power, like I said. And that's a great way to stay on top of your shit, because the second you have choices, like I said yesterday, hang on man, there's this big ass lorry here, look. I think he's delivering pizzas. No, he ain't really. So yeah, basically you get your prep done. Sorry, that dude over there was going to talk to me. I was trying to keep my head down because he didn't want to talk to him. You basically get your prep done, and then you ain't got to fuck about with all the maths and all that shit, yeah? Now, I lost my train of thought because that dude scared me. I'm nearly at work now. I've probably got about 150 metres to go, but like I said earlier, this is one of the positive changes I make. If you can walk to work, walk to work. Walking, for everybody that's a little bit bigger, walking is how I lost 170 pounds of body fat. Literally, I did not run anywhere. I'm not built for running. If you walk, it's called low intensity steady state, LISS. Google it, you'll find that kind of workout targets body fat, and it's especially effective. And again, this is not a keto group or a low carb group, this is a group for everybody, disclaimer. It's especially effective when your metabolism is targeting body fat. Guess what that means in a ketogenic diet? I just did what was good for me, dude, yeah? I'm not a personal trainer, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm just a fucking Jedi. Do you know what I mean? If you get your food right, dudes, and you get your gym right, and you make some muscles, and you repeat that shit, just keep repeating it, and repeating it and repeating it. It ain't hard. Get your prep right, you know what I mean? Best get used to running for May. I'm going to get used to running for May, dude, I promise you. I've got something in the background for the mud running happening at the moment. Right, dude, we've got a mud running event, yeah? Have a look in the events. There's like 10 or 15 people or something on our team already. We're all going to turn up to this mud run event, and there's camping. I've got a little Volkswagen camper, and there's camping the night before. I think it's 38 quid, to be honest with you up front. It's 38 quid, I think. It ain't nothing to do with me, it's these guys that run this event. It's 38 quid, you get to run this 10-kilometre course. All of the stuff is in the files about what team to sign up for and the password for our team. And there's camping the night before, so you turn up like the Saturday night or whatever, and you have a good laugh. We have a shindig around the fire, and we have a couple of bevies, and then we'll all go and do this 10k mud run together. No man left behind. We'll all march along with the slowest dude, so just don't feel afraid. Get up in there, get in there. It'll be wicked fun. My brother's going to be there, my wife's going to be there, a few of the other dudes are going to be there already, so it's going to be wicked. I can't share with you what I've got in the background at the minute because I'm under contract with it. I've got a listen, like dudes, I've got like a news story coming out about my body transformation, yeah, with a magazine, and I've got other magazines that have contacted me queuing up behind them basically, and that because they've bought first rights to my story, I can't really say anything until I'm out of contract with those dudes. So I'm going to let them do their thing, and then I'll be able to kind of share with you some stuff about this OCR mud running event thing we've got. Well, it ain't a mud running event, it's just I'm in touch with the dudes that run Mud Monsters and all that basically, alright geezers, so don't, you know, it's all good. Well, we'll see how it goes. It might come to nothing, but you know, I'm doing my thing with them. Someone from their fraternity contacted me and we're talking about some stuff. But yeah, anyway, it ain't going to be mega. We ain't going to be having like our own race or nothing. It's just a cool little thing that'll be like, hey, look at that, that's Christy. Alright dudes, my sister wants to come too, but she is not on Facebook. Well then, bring her along. And I don't know if she can buy, I think you have to register to be on our team, but she can register to be on our team without being on Facebook. If you go into the files and then click on the links to register and be in our team, it will just go to the regular internet. So she can sign up with her normal name and that. She ain't got to be in our group or nothing. She can come because she's one of you, isn't she? She's with you, isn't she? And that basically gives her VIP, doesn't it? And yeah, you'll be in OK magazine soon, mate. Well, maybe, we'll see. But a couple of magazines I didn't really want to get involved with because they're like, you know, not really things that I would be, you know, I ain't going to sell myself out. Like the whole clothing thing that I sell online, it ain't the cheapest stuff for you to buy, but I wouldn't sell you something that I wouldn't be prepared to wear myself. Yeah, so that's just how it is. I'm not that interested in selling millions of them. What I do want to sell is nice quality shit. I don't want to wear, I wouldn't wear crap, so I wouldn't sell crap. But I ain't here to sell shit to you anyway. But yeah, I wouldn't sell myself out. There's a couple of magazines that say, oh mate, look, we'll give you 100 quid for your story. And it's like, I'm not really that bothered about money. To be honest, I have a pretty good living. I have a busy little business, so I ain't that bothered about money. And I don't really want to be in a fucking aloe vera magazine. Thanks. So I'm the OCR one, the OCR people, they tie right in with what I want to do. So we're going to Kushti. But I've got a lady who wrote a story about me in the news at the moment, and she kind of organised this thing, and they've done their thing, and I'm under contract with them, so I would obviously honour that all the time. So we'll just leave it there, and it'll all be Kushti. Don't you worry about it, dudes. Playgirl, yeah. Yeah, Hugh's been on the phone to me. He rung me up actually right after Mark Zuckerberg was on to me yesterday about my name. I felt like right, A-lister. But anyway, dudes, I was about to end this video 5 minutes ago, but you started talking to me. No, she wants to be on our team. Well then, get on our team, dude. Just go to the files, yeah, and you can you'll get all the links for our team and the information, and just say to her, go to this website, join into our team, and get signed up, and she can come along, mate. She's wicked. She ain't got to be in that group. That's all Kushti. But anyway, dudes, food, gym, muscle, repeat. I'm right here now. My business partner's house is just up there. Food, gym, muscle, repeat. FGMR. Hashtag it on Instagram everywhere. I've overtaken that hashtag now. It used to be some little Chinese dude looking at an egg, whatever that's about. But now when you go onto Instagram and search FGMR, it's loads of stuff from you dudes, all FGMR and your asses off. Well, me and Matt Barron anyway. But get on there, dudes. Do it for me. We start a revolution. I love you all.